Right. So, our lifestyle segment today, we'll be looking at transforming spaces. Like my partner said as we were closing the other segment, you have space. Big, small, triangular, rectangular, and you want to make something. Find me the word, please. Find me the word.
Different.
Different, something thrilling, something exciting.
Something renewing.
Out of it.
Yeah. You know, I have this bad habit. Wherever I am, my room, my office, whatever, I turn the office around almost every time. And then after some time, I get bored again.
Yeah, there are many of us who do. Keep moving the furniture around and the place looks different. So if you have that kind of space and you don't know what to do with it, the person to ask is right here. Mrs. Omomi Ogunye, CEO, Beverage. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. Nice to meet you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Beverage Designs.
You want to help us to design our room?
Yes.
Okay.
We are the right people to call.
Okay. One of the things that always comes to my mind is, because, you know, we hear these things said often, Alero, that the answer to the question is in the question.
It's in the question.
So it is possible that the problem that somebody needs to solve is right now in their room. What are the things that people miss, the benefits that people miss or lose sight of in their own homes?
Okay. For you to have a nice space, a functional space, an aesthetically pleasing space, there are a lot of things to do. First is depending on your budget, actually. There are high, medium, and low budget. But for today, we'll be focusing on medium to low because of the situation of the country. So if you need to design your space, move things around, make it have a fresh, new look, and you do not want to spend much, there are quite a number of things to do. First to consider is a fresh wall, a fresh coat of paint. That can be a game changer. For example, as simple as it is. For example, having a neutral colored wall opens up the space. Take, for example, a warm white color. Opens up your space, makes it look bigger.
Different from that navy blue.
Navy blue, that makes it darker, then sets a kind of mood. But with neutrals, warm white, cream, beige, taupe, you have the walls more inviting, opened, fresh, you know.
Mrs. Oguye, how true is it that white makes the room look bigger?
Yes, that's very correct, because it's light eats more as against dark colors like navy blue, brown.
Do people have navy blue walls?
Yes, you'll be surprised. When we are doing renovations...
Men.
I always tell that this woman, she lives in her own paradise.
Not exactly. Some people might just say, to them, they feel dark colors makes the room cozy. But no, it's not. It just makes it feel depressing and dingy.
Claustrophobic.
Yes. So having neutral colors also makes you bring in different items. Like it's just like you are working on a plain canvas. Then other different colors can come in from there, like you're building things from the neutral.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you have that kind of, like this kind of place we're seeing on the screen.
Okay. We had to paint, we painted the wall warm white.
Okay.
Then making it neutral. Then we now started introducing colors from there.
So when you put a coat of white or the one of those bright colors you say
Yes.
into the room, whatever other elements you put in, they become
more
visible,
popping, more visible.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, what are some of those things that should inform people's choices that will make their place, their spaces more beautiful, more appealing, and more pleasing?
Okay, so quite a number of things to add to make your home more beautiful. We talked about the fresh coat of paint. Then we talk about sometimes when you have a plain wall, you can add things like moldings, trimmings to further accentuate the wall, like make it like a focal area.
Okay.
In that project, we have the wall moldings by the bed, then we have the
wall
lighting.
what?
The
Molding.
wall molds, yeah.
Molds.
Yeah. So it just does not
Some kind
make
of
the
frames, right?
like the frame. It just does not make the walls look
Plain.
flat.
Okay.
So it adds a bit of texture, character to the wall. Then aside that, you can make use of fresh plants. Make use of plants.
But those things are costly.
No.
Madam.
It's
not the fly, hibiscus fly, I'll go and plug beside the road though.
No, really. So you can even use live plants if you are able to take care of them. But in a case where you are busy and you are not able to do that, there are quite a number of artificial plants that you can use, and they are budget friendly. It depends on the type and how you, the kind of pots as well that you are using and how you place them. It just gives the room sort of height as against having everything just flat. So when you have the plants, you can, against the wall also, you can have a shelf to just give it the height. When you are moving into a new space, you just have the furniture in there, everything is just flat. But to build height so that the heights can move around in the space, you add things like shelf, you add things like plants, you add things like wall frames, you add things like decors inside the shelves to give it more character and make it more inviting.
Now, some people will just go to a place and see that the place, go to Alero's house and say, this place is very fine. I want to go and put it in my house. Without having in mind, okay, maybe she had something in her mind when she was putting up all these things. Is there any need for someone to come up with some kind of theme? Okay, this is how I want my house to look based on this. What are the considerations to make before you start buying a lion, buying dog, glass, all those small things are just throwing in the house?
Yeah, you consider, number one, your personal preference. Number two, you consider your own lifestyle. When we are designing a space, when we are consulting with the client, we ask, what do you do? What are the kind of things that you like? Do you have kids? These questions inform the kind of materials.
So the number of children you have, they also should inform your choice.
Yes, it informs your choice, and also their age. Take, for example, a couple that has kids that are still within the age bracket of 2 to 10. They are prone to making more mess than teenagers. So if you have such, you need to think about the colors that you'll be using for your furniture.
Excuse me. I have little ones. They have not come to my house. So we fought a civil war. I'll just hear my son say, Daddy, I want marker. And I'll just say, take marker. Before I turn my face back, the whole wall.
Oh, no. Oh, dear.
It's marked. And so I restricted them to the lounge. Oh, my God. You will just know that this is the Federal Republic of Children.
Yes.
So I'm saying that to say, in such a situation, what should the average, Lagosian or parents or Nigerian or whoever do when they because they still have to make the home beautiful.
Yes. Okay. So in cases like this, you have to look at, as much as you're looking at your budget, rather than use emulsion paints, you need to go for paints that are easy to clean if you don't want to be applying coats
Silk.
The
all the
so-called
time.
gloss,
So you
Abi.
look at the silk as against gloss. Gloss will make the place hot.
Hot, okay.
There are silk, there are satin. Those are easy to clean. Just dip damp clothes in soapy water and wipe in one direction. You are able to take out the paint or the marker. So you consider that as against going for the cheaper option of emulsion. So if you are using emulsion, it will not go out. So you have to paint and paint all over again, as against using the silk that you paint once, then you can remove. Maybe after another 3 years, you now apply again. So that is part of the things that you consider when you have kids. Then your fabric type.
For the
furniture.
chairs, for the furniture. Okay.
For the furniture. Either you go for leather.
That costs a bomb.
So we have synthetic leathers. But the only thing is you might have to change after 5 years because over time it starts to crack, or you go for the real animal skin leather. Then aside that, we have the nubuck, those that has the look of leather but is also fabric. Those two are easy to clean. Very important that you go for items that are easy to clean, materials that are easy to clean while making your furniture. Then you don't go for light colors. You go for darker colors that hides that. You can go for
That's when you have growing children.
That's when you have kids in this age brackets, between 3 and 12, you know, so that your furniture lasts longer and you are not just changing. And aside these things, there are other things you can do to make your home look good. And scents, very important. Home scents is very important. When you walk into a nice restaurant, a nice hotel lounge, the first thing you perceive is
how it smells.
How it smells. It's welcoming, it's calming, it's soothing. So you can incorporate that into your home too. When people walk in, it smells nice. So those are the things that can make your home look good and also contribute to your own well-being in the house.
What are the best colors to paint your bedroom?
Neutrals. Beige, grays, taupe, just neutral tones. Then it depends on the person that wants to use the space as well. But going with neutral tones is more calming. It's not loud. It's make you sleep better. As against using, you don't use bright white. Again, most people, they make that mistake of using just white. White is too brilliant, it's too bright. The light eats it so much, and maybe
you lose your sleep.
Yeah, it's you just get tensed.
Especially if you are, what's that word, a photophobic.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I advise against using brilliant white in a bedroom. Just use something calmer, more neutral.
Oh, I understand that there are some colors that helps people to
have
get
a calming effect on
Yes,
people.
yes, those are the
What
neutral.
are those?
Taupe is calming, beige is calming, grays, light grays, not dark grays, very calming.
So some of us that paint the room of our little children blue because it's boy, and pink because it's girl.
Okay, again, I'll say it's preference. And again, those kids, they actually know what they want. They will tell the designer, "Mommy, it is pink I want. Mommy, it is blue I want." So rather than make the room overwhelming with these colors, you have a way of introducing those colors into the room that will not be overwhelming. You can have the walls neutral, then make their throw pillows, their toys that accent color of the blue
Pink
or
or
the
blue.
pink
Yeah.
that they want. So that way it's not too overwhelming. So you introduce those preferred colors as the accent. And little things that can be changed easily over time, like the rug, the throw pillows, the curtains, you know, as against using the color for the walls.
You know, I told you that men are very strange. They can have navy blue walls.
Walls.
Can they also have black walls?
Yeah.
And some
Have you
people
seen somebody with a black
Yes,
wall?
in fact, we
Eh?
have special requests. They say they are macho men. They,
Because I know some guys who sleep on black bed sheets.
yes, there are requests like that.
Those are the kinds who can have black wall. So everything is just black.
Dingy.
Is it a shrine?
The devil has come to visit.
It's still this personal preference that, you know, everybody
Black
has
walls?
Black walls, yeah. Men, most
No,
especially.
some
Then studios.
Yes.
Studios.
Okay.
Yes.
That I
Studios.
understand.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
But black walls?
Yeah. We're not talking about you. Okay. Now, how about furniture?
Okay.
See, I'm asking this question because there are some startups, you know, some people who are just starting their homes, starting their families and all.
Young couples.
Young couple, some young lady or young girl who's just about to start their lives and they have no idea what to do with the space that they have. So, if you would advise this fellow looking at you right now and saying, okay, advise me, I want to start my life, what would be the person, let's assume the person already has a space, just doesn't know what to do with it. What are the things you would advise? Say it's a one-room place, and the person wants to make it as exquisite, as welcoming, as homely
A bed seat.
as possible.
Okay. Typical Lagos one room. Our advice.
Please don't tell us the size.
Okay, just depending on the size, you can go for a sectional sofa if you are just starting out and you do not have enough rooms, such that if you have your own personal room, someone comes to visit you, that can also serve as a bed for that person. A sectional sofa, a coffee table, those are the essentials that you need. Curtains or blinds, depending on the mood that you want to set. But while installing the curtains, make sure it's high up, like it's touching the ceiling. That gives a look of height and is classier than you bringing it down. Then a rug, an area rug, and if you are placing the rug, you have to make sure that it's tucked beneath the sofa, like the sofa sits on it. Then you have fresh plants, you have lighting, good source of lighting. But again, in Lagos, that is like luxury, having natural lights in most homes now. So if you do not have that, then be intentional about the lights. You can introduce table lamps, floor lamps to further brighten up the space. And then you can use LED lights, LED bulbs that can change color in terms of the warmness. To set a warm and cozy place, warm white bulbs are more advisable. Just these few things are
Now,
essential for.
So let's go to some fellow. Maybe they have 2 living rooms, they have a duplex or split duplex or whatever, and they have this very old sofa or furniture in their home, and they want to upgrade, so to speak. It's too costly to buy 500,000 naira settee now. They need to cover it or, do something new to it. What are the things you would advise? Okay, let's say their children are in their 17, teenage or even in their 20s. What would you advise that they do, particularly for the furniture, to upgrade
it.
the home?
There are several things to do depending on the condition of the furniture. If they are still good, if the foams, the cushion on the seat is still firm, and the clothes on the sofas are still good. A way to change the look of such sofa is to use throw pillows.
Okay.
So you use throw pillows to further give it a nicer look, and you also use throw blankets. So you just drape the throw blankets across the couch. It just gives it this cozy look. And then while using the throw pillows, you're making sure you are not using a single color. If you are using a single color, there are ways of using it. You can use shades of that color and also different patterns. You introduce patterns into the choice of pillows that you're using. Take, for example, you want to use blue throw pillows to accentuate a gray sofa, either a light gray sofa. So what you are choosing a blue couch, maybe a deep blue, a light blue, a patterned blue. You are mixing these together as against using just one blue. So using just one blue can be overwhelming, but if you mix it in different shades and pattern, it gives this classy, contemporary look. So you use throw pillows, you use throw blankets, and if this couch is not looking so good, you can give your furniture guy to reupholster for you. Reupholstering, they change the fabric, they add more cushions to the seat to make it comfortable. You can do this as against throwing it out or buying new sets of sofas.
Now, this little space that you are decorating, would it be too small for you to have plants?
No, every space can have a plant. If it's too small for you to have a pot with a plant standing, you can introduce it on your coffee table. You can also put it on your side or your side.
That means I'll have a very small
plants. Yes, as small as it is, it makes a big difference. It is calming. It makes the space calming and more inviting.
Okay. All the while we've been talking about the interior. How about just before I get into the house? Is there something that I can do to make it look different from my neighbor's place?
Yes, there are lots of things to do to make your exterior looks good. That's landscaping, introduction of greenery, flowers, dropping flowers on the walls, Yeah, as simple as a nice, welcoming floor mat, before you enter into your home. Quite a number of things to do for the exterior.
Well, so I hope the only problem is I hope I won't break the bank.
No. So to every luxury, there are cheaper options that you can use, and it will still look good. So the only thing is, it depends on how well you are able to put it together. For example, so we've had situations where we've had to decorate a home that the client has imported pieces, like very expensive pieces downstairs, and they have us make some locally upstairs. When we finished decorating the one upstairs, it was way better than what they had downstairs. In fact, the children are like, Daddy, you should have just buy from Nigeria. It depends on how you put things together. You do not have to spend so much. Just these little things put together makes the difference. It's not about how much you are spending.
Yeah.
It's about how well
How
you
well
are
they
able to
fit
combine
together.
to fit together.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, I
No,
haven't.
I thought you wanted to. Are there?
No further questions, my lord.
Really, I could go on and on about this because, and then there are some. We've also heard of situations where people use recyclables to do up their homes. Is that true?
Yeah, there's this lady that uses tires to make coffee tables.
Oh,
Yeah.
How does that work?
Oh, I've forgotten where she is now, but she has a way of taking used tires, painting them, making them look nice, covering them up with wood, and making them serve as a coffee table.
So, what? She will stack them or what?
Yes. She stacks like two. Then that middle part, she covers them with wood, paints them nicely, and they are good to use. I wish I had a photo of it.
But that's not for a small space. That space because tires are kind of large.
No. Just like this.
Just like this?
Like this, yes. Like the bigger one.
oh, okay.
Yes. Then I've also seen a company here in Nigeria that use recycled tires to make rugs.
Well, thank you very much for coming.
Let's just say ingenious.
Man, so far the effort of this discussion is to give you practical, budget-friendly ways to transform your living spaces using minimal resources, and we hope you have appreciated these simple, actionable tips on how you can enhance your home with what you already have without spending so much. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
CEO, Bevel
Bevel
Edge
Edge.
Designs. I appreciate your time today.
Thank you, sir.